Hi, welcome to McLoughlin High School College Counseling presentation of the senior year. I'm going to work back and forth between a expanded view of this presentation and a smaller one to fit it all into this recording software, so bear with me. The purpose of this is just to talk about the key milestones in the senior year. I think this presentation would be helpful for really any high school student. The earlier you can start to understand the challenges and the tasks associated with the senior year, the better prepared you'll be. So even for freshman parents and students and parents to get an idea of what to expect that senior year, I think the earlier that you start thinking about these and the earlier you plan for these, the better. So the senior year. Uh, let's start with going to this nice cozy little scene here at the base of the mountain. That's our metaphor for the senior year. Really what you have to do in the senior year is decide what you want to do in that next chapter of your life. The senior year will go by quickly, and having a plan for the transition is important. It's one of the biggest transitions you'll have in your life, so don't let that stress you out or scare you. It's fun, exciting, but having a plan is important. So there's a few options that most kids take. A four-year college, I'd say at our particular high school, McLoughlin High School, we have about 15% of our kids go to a four-year college. I've worked at schools where as many as 75% went to a four-year college. So it really just depends on your community and your school. There's no one right way, whatever is best for you and your family. But there's a four-year college, a two-year college, vocational schools, the military, go straight into the workforce. Those are some of the common choices kids make. There's great vocational schools. So don't think that if you don't go to a four-year school that somehow that's a lesser option. There's fantastic options. So based on whatever choice you make, you have some specific things you need to get done. From a community college, if that's your choice, you can still transfer to a four-year school. You can earn a certificate that leads right to a job. And sometimes you can do that in as little as 1 year, or you can earn an associate's degree that could lead to a job or could eventually be used to transfer to a four-year school. That's kind of the multi-purpose degree. One of the benefits, there's a few benefits for going to a community college if that's your choice. You can save some money in the first 2 years by living at home. Housing expenses are one of the biggest expenses if you look at the budget for going to college. One of the other benefits is you might be able to get admitted to a school you didn't qualify for right out of high school. I've known students, worked with a student, for example, that went to Santa Monica Junior College and got accepted to UCLA, and they did not get accepted right out of high school. So it was an opportunity for them to show they could do collegiate level work. Um, the last bullet on this slide, some kids find it challenging to graduate in 2 years. Because more and more students are going to the community college to save money, it can be tough to get all the classes you need to graduate in 2 years. I have heard of stories of students in a two-year college for up to 4 years. So just know that that's a challenge. Have a plan. I've seen kids go to multiple different community colleges in order to get all the classes they need, but depending on where you live, it could be challenging to get all the classes you need. So ask questions, create a plan. If you go to the military, talk to a military recruiter early. Take the ASVAB. That test is important. It can help you to determine what your job is in the military. Got to understand the commitment that you're making. In some cases, substance abuse and arrest record and health issues can keep you from enlisting. So again, talk to that recruiter. It's certainly helpful to graduate from high school, but for more information, you can go to www.military.com. So we're making our way, in our metaphor, we're making our way up to up the mountain. One of the first peaks, if you decide to go right into the workforce out of high school, a lot of kids do. the Oregon Career Information System can be a great tool. It can help you to build a resume, can help you to take a personality type test and a career interest profiler. These are surveys that can help you to understand more about yourself and the kinds of things you like and the jobs you might be good at and find interesting. So those are useful tools if you plan to go right into the workforce. So, what kinds of things are important the summer before your senior year? Well, again, you can use the Oregon Career Information System as a tool, and that's useful for multiple different choices that you might make. If you create an account, you can use that interest inventory not just to go straight to work, but also to think about what kind of jobs might be interesting. And you can work backwards. If you know the job that would be interesting, you can look at the college career that'll help you get that job, look at the college that offers that major, and then add that college to the list of schools that you plan on applying to. You might also write down your plans, kind of create a draft of the transition plan you have to move into the next chapter of your life. Start working on key documents you'll need, like applications and resumes. And you might also write a draft of some of the required essays or personal statements. Like I said before, creating a list of colleges you plan to apply to is really important. If you need help with that, there's multiple software tools that can help. This is an example from Naviance, but you might also use the Oregon Career Information System. See your high school counselor for more advice on creating a college list. Okay, the next step, the fall of your senior year. This is going to be a real busy time. Some of the key things that you need to do is it's really helpful to attend the college rep visits at almost every high school. The colleges will come and visit, give you an opportunity to find out more about that school, ask questions, just get a feel for what that college offers. Work on your college list, the schools you plan to apply to, and the calendar of due dates. For kids in California or kids that plan to apply in California, the UC and Cal State applications are due at the end of November, and that's earlier than some in the Northwest, so plan ahead. Also plan ahead for letters of recommendation. Ask your teachers, counselors, and coaches early so they have time to write you a good letter. Hopefully you've already taken the ACT or SAT once, so the fall of your senior year is the time to take it a second or third time. And then you might also consider getting some work experience or doing a job shadow to really get some hands-on experiential data for you to make that decision on whether or not that job is right for you. Also worth noting, the FAFSA is available in October, so starting early is important. The fall is very busy your senior year. So, winter activities. Once like I said, a lot of those college applications will be due in the fall. Once you get through the fall into the winter, there are still schools you can apply to. So if you haven't applied yet, you can work on and finalize some applications for schools that still have applications open. In the state of Oregon, you can use the OSAC and the Oregon Promise and some of the state-level scholarships to help with financing your college degree. You can request mid-year transcripts. Some colleges want those to check on your progress during your senior year. A lot of students use this time in the winter to start searching for scholarships, researching student loan options, visiting colleges they've applied to kind of get that last feel for whether or not they think it's a good fit, and of course maintain your grades. Colleges want to see that you've maintained an academic focus throughout your senior year. So caution, the slide says caution. These are things to be careful about and some common pitfalls your senior year. Be careful, especially if you're applying to really selective colleges, about changing your schedule, because on your application, you told those schools what classes you're going to take. So, for example, if you drop calculus and add art, right, that might be a problem for some schools. So make sure to communicate about schedule changes. Maintain that high level of performance. Like I said, colleges want to see that you finish strong. The senior year can be stressful. There's a lot to do. So take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Get sleep, exercise. Do those basic maintenance tasks that you would do. Of course you wouldn't drive your car forever without changing the oil. Well, your body, you need to take care of your mind and your body too. So Be healthy, take care of yourself, maintain those stress levels during your senior year. The spring, once we get to the spring, you're almost there. You've almost reached the top. You're almost done with the senior year. You need to finish strong. You'll have an opportunity to choose the best plan for you. Whatever you plan for the next chapter of your life, by this time you should have a good feel for what's the right next step for you, and just be confident in your plan and make that final choice. You might also consider creating a spreadsheet to analyze the financial aid offers, create a budget for each school and the amount of money that they can give you and the out-of-pocket costs, and include financial information in that final college decision. They'll also give you some information about the final paperwork you need for admission. You might need to mail a tuition deposit and secure housing for the fall. You can request a final transcript from the counseling office and prepare for graduation. Once you make it to June, you pass all your classes, you made it. You're graduating. Congratulations. It's an exciting time. It's an amazing transition. Good luck, and please let us know if there's anything that we can do to help.